Hello, everyone. It is me, Colson Kaufman, and today I wanted to talk on something that just bothers me so much, and it's a question that I'm I'm always wondering why we can't come together, civilized people, and come to this answer which no matter how a story is told, the answer is all the same, and that is religion. Religion is a very sensitive topic that no one wants to talk about even though it's a very political conversation. And I do believe, that politics and religion should stay away from each other. Politics has nothing to do with religion, nor does religion have anything to do with politics. Two different things that should never intertwine. And it's come to me that whenever I go on Instagram, whenever I go on Snapchat, whenever, and I see stories, jokingly or not, you'll see that you'll have one religion say, "Oh, we believe that God's son is not a prophet. He is God's son, and he will lead us to a greater direction, and he will insurrect or whatever the word is. He will come back to life and heal us all and show mercy towards those who are evil." And then you have another group of religion that believes, well, no, he is a prophet. He's made up. We're pretty sure of it. We're pretty sure he's made up, but God is real. God is real. And it's like, dude, at this point, I have a Bible. I have one. Like, this is a book, actually. It's called My Daily Bread. It's a book that is in support of the Bible. It's a little bit old. It's 60 years old. And, I read it a little bit. I haven't gotten very far yet, but I do read it. And it's just come to my attention more and more recent that why do we as people, as all human beings, fight over a story which we're not exactly sure if it's true, but you're hoping it is, right? That's the greatest thing, is that you hope, because the more you hope and have the dedication towards it, then it's true for you, right? That's all that matters there. But you have this story that's altered in several thousand different ways. But each story connected to each religion, no matter if you're Christian and in the Christian realm, no matter if you're Catholic or Baptist, or if you're kind of outside like Mormon, or if, God, there's so many, there is so many religions. Um, and I'm trying to remember one of them. It's not coming to my mind. It probably will. Um, Jehovah's Witness. If you're a Jehovah's Witness, even, right, and even outside of that, if you're Muslim, if you're Muslim, if you're Buddhist, even, which Buddhism is not even a religion. It's just the idea that nothing in this world is complete horrible and dark and death, just sad related stuff. All that Buddhism is the idea that you'll die happy and you'll be in a greater place that is happier, right? That's the idea of Buddhism. But I don't understand that you have all these religions and you have all the types in those religions itself, that the stories are altered differently. They're completely different. They're rearranged, and some are just completely all over the place. But the Bible itself has been all over the place since, I don't know, 2,000 years ago. The Bible's been altered for the past 2,000 years, and our Bible that we have has been altered for the past 2,000 years. So imagine that for any other country, any other part of the world with people who believe in a religion, theirs has also altered over X amount of time, 2,000 plus years. So, or, 100, it doesn't matter the timeline, really, it doesn't. But You have all these stories that are completely different in saying one's a prophet, one is real, and one may be real, one may not be real, whatever. And then why isn't it? Why isn't it that you have all those stories? You have all these stories, you have all these different types of religions, and you have all these people that fight to say that you're wrong and I'm right because I believe more than you do. Where is that going to get you? The answer really is that no matter what you believe in and how you believe in it, you're all going to a good place. You're all going to a greater place than here is on earth if you believe high enough so for that to be true. Why are we arguing that you are unequal to me and my chances in getting to heaven, in which my heaven's better than your version of heaven? Why can't we just come to agree on the fact, not a disagree, agree to disagree? This is not a agree to disagree. This is a can we agree that you may not like me as a person, right? And that's a different subject altogether. I can make a video about. You cannot like me for how I look or, my views on anything else. But let's come together as people and realize, let's come together as all citizens, as all people, to realize that you all believe that the life that you are living right now will never be as good as the life you're going to live after this life. That is heaven. It doesn't matter how you pronounce heaven. It doesn't matter what heaven looks like for you, as it is completely different for every person. And it doesn't really matter who's up there as long as it exists. You know there's a God. You know that there's at least someone beneath him that still acts as a strong person to, like Jesus, or someone like Jesus, like like sorry, there's so many, and I'm trying not to get so dangerously controversial more than I already am. I think Muhammad Ali, and people like that, uh, or even the Greek gods, and those are kind of different because their version of religion versus the new version of religion is different. But it doesn't matter, right? That doesn't matter. That doesn't change anything. You're still going to a greater place. So why are you arguing? Why are you trying to talk your sense into saying that I'm better than you because I believe harder than you do in something I believe is more true than you, than your beliefs? Just agree to the fact that your story may not even be true. You could be believing in something that is false, and we have no idea because there's no option to set a preview. There is no option to preview. There's only an option to die and figure it out, right? Like that's it. So it doesn't. What it comes down to is your story doesn't matter necessarily. If you believe that your story is true, that's great. As much as anyone else in the world, no matter Muslim, no matter white, no matter black, no matter Indian, no matter Chinese, it doesn't matter. Asian, European, Mideastern, American, Brazilian, Canadian, whatever it is. No matter if you're a Jehovah's Witness, no matter if you're a Christian or a Catholic or a Baptist or a Mormon or whatever else there's, a Buddhist. It doesn't matter what you are. It doesn't matter the story you believe in. As long as you believe in your own story and know that all of us can agree and should be agreeing that If you believe you're going to a great place, then know that you're all going to a great place no matter the story. Don't try to change this idea that my story is better than yours and yours doesn't make any sense when I could say the exact same thing towards you. And it doesn't matter the religion. Religion is one of these things that if you believe in the story the way you see it, that's great. But we also have to acknowledge the fact that if you have this belief, which if you believe in something hard enough, I see it as a fact to yourself. That's how I see it. So if you believe hard enough that you're going to a great place, then let's all come together and say the story and how it's presented and how you think it is doesn't mean that you get the control of other people to say the same thing, that your story is the best and no one else can believe anything else. You're all going to great places. So shut up. If you believe you're going to a great place and your story may not make a lot of sense for other people, just know that the story here is not going to matter because you're all going to a great place. If 2 plus 2 is 4, then and 2 times 2 is 4 in this little analogy here. You have 2 different methods that you to someone might think is, brain numbing, like that doesn't make sense because when I do 2 times 3 it gives me 6 instead of 2 plus 3 when it gives me 5. It doesn't matter. You have 2 different methods in this situation and you have several thousand different stories in religion that no matter what, you're going to a greater place. So why argue this idea that I'm more superior? You're not. No one here is more superior. No one's ever been more superior. Because if you take hope into something, you're taking hope that God is more superior than everything else. And God is not human. God is God. That's what it comes down to, is that I myself can't even identify him as a human being. I'm not saying he's an alien, but he's definitely he's a realm of something that has the biggest manner to this world. And to that, I have to say, it's important. It is very important. But I don't want to drag on for too long. I've already made this like 13 minutes long. But no matter the amount of methods you have, no matter the amount of stories, the thousands upon thousands of different opinionated stories you have, no. If you believe hard enough into the story you have, and others believe in the story they have great enough too, the answer is not to retaliate and go against that story, no matter how much you don't believe in it. The answer is to know that all people will go to a greater place than here is on earth. If 2 plus 2 equals 4 and 2 times 2 equals 4, then why can't religion, in the same sense, have several thousands of different stories with different beliefs that in turn still give you the same answer that we're going to a greater place? Tell me it. Tell me why. I'd love to hear your responses. But until then, that is all. That is it. And God bless you. God bless the United States. And I will see you all in the next political video. Peace out.